against Joker, who turns blue and starts shouting at you with disjoints of his own. We'll see. Here we go. Flori GP.
Joker also consistency turns into the best character in the game, or at least one of them when he gets blue, right? Every game you get that comeback mechanic, and that's so huge in a matchup or in a game like this. But we get the grab. If you can understand your opponent, Ike is still very much usable, right? You can get those snares, get those grabs, leading into a lot of percent, and we see already those 50% building up from just a few hits.
Yeah, the thing about GP is, as we said, he's been around, but that means that he's got so much experience. He needs to find, as Ike, these kind of big hits and big moments, reading his opponent and figuring out what they're going to do and trying to get a big hit as a result, but it's starting off pretty well for GP so far.
Oh,
yeah. All right.
Anyone has that timing. It's gonna be GP rather.
It's gonna be GP.
It's gonna be Ike.
I'm just gonna call him old for the whole set. Hope you realize this. Hope you enjoy the VOD GP. You're my goat.
He's been grinding that for 14 years. For 25 years, he's been grinding that timing.
But meanwhile, Flori, as we were saying a little bit before, I think Flori, when I've seen her play, the advantage state is really good in terms of like once she starts cooking, it can be very scary. But at the moment, GP is just shutting her completely down.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the eruption once again, not gonna get it this time. But Joker, or Arsene rather, is one of those recoveries that are like, Joker will probably be better with his normal recovery all the time, right?
Yeah.
So we're definitely gonna see some of those eruptions come out because that 2-frame timing is so much easier on that Arsene than a lot of other characters in the game.
All right, can Flori start cooking a little bit? Gets GP off stage, but then again, just sort of overextends and puts herself back in the corner, but GP giving up center.
Going for the F smash. We're giving shades of Vespertine here. Just going for like maybe it hits, and it does. We got GP off stage, which is going for the high recovery. Flori is not going to be ready for it as she lets GP back to stage, and we got the fair button. We're not converting today, and GP gets to live another day.
Yeah, that's the life of Joker, you know. A character with tight confirms, but you can also press back here.
Yeah.
It's not a bad move.
I wonder what the idea behind the neutral B was.
Yeah, we'll never know. All right. Still a pretty sizable lead over GP, and GP is happy to kind of play that more defensive, swordy game. When you have the lead, you can just sit back, start swinging, do your thing, but then Flori is blue. She's turned blue.
Yeah, Flori's turned blue, all right, and there's a lot of Arsene left on that meter, but for every hit that becomes off on Arsene, then Arsene disappears just a little more, and the stock is going to take Arsene out completely. Let's see if this stock is going to be any different. The Ether is going to come out and do some percent. One of those good out of shield options that is like not super fast, but it's definitely nice to have.
Yeah,
because you need it as like that's the best thing you have basically.
All right, and more damage racking up, of course. As we said, we think Flori, from when we've seen it before, it's about that advantage state, but it's just trying to get started. You need a little bit of momentum in the set to get cooking. But GP's ledge trapping has been so good. The corner pressure, that classic fundies. That word gets overused, fundies, I feel sometimes.
Yeah,
but GP's got that in spades.
100%, and the counter once again not quite working out as Flori might be hoping for, but the back here once again gonna send Ike off stage, but it doesn't seem like Flori is very comfortable edge guarding Ike. We would maybe hope to see the down beats coming in just like spamming them, but at the end of the day, GP's gonna know how to like perfectly space it, so he kind of clings to ledge a little bit early. The upper's gonna take it in the circle though, so 2 stock from GP. Looking really good so far. He might be working every day, not have time to grind smash, but he's still got it.
He's still working. He's still working hard. He's still locked in. This is another day.
Oh, yeah.
He's been locked in for like 364 days of the year. And he's like, I'm still locked in now.
Yeah, he's not going to stop now. No. So let's see. We got that 1-0 to GP. Let's see if we can get any adaptations from Flori. She was... I feel like one of the things about Ike is that Ike always wants to land on you, right?
Yeah.
And if you're not able to scare him from just like aimlessly landing on you, if you don't get those parries, you don't get to stuff him out, then he's just going to play his game plan. And any character can be a good character if they're able to just play their game plan, right?
Yeah.
The thing that separates a bad from a good character is how easy it is to play around their game plan. And Ike is one of those characters that kind of crumbles when you play around those snares and those kind of landings on it to start those big combos. But Flori's not really managing to play around the pressure that GP is putting up that way.
Yeah, I agree completely. I mean, that is the life. You know, Ikes just want one thing when they're landing, and it's disgusting. It's nair on shield. But that's the thing, you know, Joker has some good stuff out of shield, but again, a character that's just got slightly little finicky hitboxes, you know, kind of hard to space. So you could try and like challenge it if you like time an up air, maybe try and do like a dash back and catch the landing, but it's got so little lag. You see Flori's just trying to figure it out.
You're completely right, and we got this we got this ledge trap situation once again. The jab and the back air once going to send off stage, but once again, Flori's not really edge guarding at all, and GP just gets back to stage time after time, and it's so huge because you got to make the most of those situations, right? When you finally win that neutral, you have to make it count, and GP certainly does with that nair into up air.
Yeah, great stuff from GP. All reliable, the classic aerial into the up air, finishing off, and yet. Again, I feel like Ike, one of the more quintessential base game ultimate characters, but are there that many Ikes cooking at the moment? I mean, GP's the Ike as far as I'm concerned. So,
and
again, you have to learn the timings of like when stuff's safe, because stuff is safe with Ike. It's like, why is Nair not punishable?
Yeah,
it's like
sometimes it is. You have to parry it, and even then, sometimes it can be really hard to punish.
Oh, should be. Oh, does it get the drag down? I feel like Flori wanted that drag down into the up smash, but.
Yeah,
wasn't to be.
Good stuff from Flori to get the actual starter, but not quite getting the finish, and the up B not quite killing either. Let's see if this ledge trap is going to get here. I think something interesting that GP has been doing is that, of course, Ike's general game plan, he wants to land on it like we were talking about earlier, but then, of course, Flori's adapting by shielding and trying to get those parries, but then GP is just going to land and do the tomahawk grab.
Yeah,
it's a basic 1-2 adaptation, and we love to see it, just like pointing it out, saying like, you know, GP, he's got that adaptation, and that's kind of why Flori is struggling to actually fight off this Ike, right?
Yeah, I think, again, Ike a character where if you know all the intricacies of the character being bad, oh, okay, fine. Just a little quick confirm that from Flori. Finally gets that. But, yeah, Ike, you think, oh, the recovery's bad. It's bad if you're good at covering the mix-ups, but it's genuinely much easier said than done. But getting it this time, okay, GP's so good at recovery with Ike, genuinely. I don't know how he does it, but Flori's making it work. And she's blue.
Oh, yeah. Now she's blue again, and 88% though with only 65 on GP's second stock. It's going to look a little rough. We got the counter, but not going to get anything off of it, and GP's just waiting, just staying so patient in these juggles as well, because he knows that he doesn't really have the airspeed to always chase, so he just kind of sometimes sharks on the ground, just you can hear the Jaws music coming out, right, as he's just walking back and forth looking for the up air that's going to finish out the stock. Not quite getting the dash attack either though.
All right, off stage again, and you see again Flori, I think just trying to figure out exactly how to punish the offstage situations, because on paper you're thinking it's like it's either going to be the up B or it's going to be the side B, but the timing mix-ups that GP has are so strong. And he's looking for the crowd. He's like, yeah, did you see that? I just did that. Again, I feel like Flori is just trying to get a foothold in the game, but the little timing things that Ike has, again, if you can flick the switch and you can figure out how to deal with it, Ike sucks, man.
Oh, yeah.
But it's genuinely so much easier said than done. We'll see.
That's what we were talking about earlier too, right? It's that when you figure out how to play around it, that's why he's low tier. But it's not really low tier if you don't know how to, if you don't know the counterplay. There's the reason why Ike was dominating locals or majors even in the beginning. It's because people didn't know the counterplay. If you don't know the counterplay now, he's still that same good character that he was in the beginning.
All right, and GP starting off this game rather, much the previous. But again, Flori here just trying to use some of that Arsene. Half it's already gone, and more of it being depleted. The air dodge being red. This is the GP show right now, I can't lie.
Yeah, and Flori had the right idea earlier, but just like misinputting that, what do you call it, pivot grab, and instead getting a normal, just not getting the punish. And now it's almost a sear to death to GP. Let's see if he can continue this. It's going to be a mountain to climb for Flori if she wants to make this comeback.
All right, here we go, and you see Flori trying to slow it down. Again, it's just a case of trying to figure out where the sort of gaps in GP's armor are. GP not really giving much away at the moment, but then we've got the power of Joker here coming in. Some good damage. Okay, what's the mix-up? Just not getting the timing quite right. And Flori, of course, GP's so good at ledge trapping, and every time Flori messes it up, puts herself on ledge, but finally, there's an error from GP, the recovery there.
And we do, like we were talking about, that edge guarding Ike is not as easy as it seems, right? Because he can mix up a lot with that side B. He can go back to the stage, and that way he can kind of just, you know, mix up his recovery and get that lagless landing, get into the dash like we saw earlier, and suddenly he goes high, suddenly he goes straight to ledge, and you don't know where to position yourself in order to edge guard him. I think Flori is just feeling very unsure about how she's going to actually stop this Ike from getting back to this advantage, and that's so huge, right? Because the disadvantage is one of Ike's weakest points.
You're seeing GP trying to go, but of course that Aether, you can go to ledge as well. It's an aggressive option that also kind of works as a defensive option. Okay, here we go. Yeah, good tech away there from GP. Gets the grab. A good weight, okay.
Okay, edge guard once again.
Oh,
There we
finally,
go.
okay.
The big blue back air is going to actually cover. Oh,
The weight.
that was clean.
The weight from GP, yeah. I mean, look, signs of life from Flori, you know. As we were saying, you know, the beauty of best of 5 is that if you're a little bit unfamiliar with some of the timings of a certain character, as the set goes on, you start figuring stuff out. And
Yeah,
Flori's
and
starting
we might see if the adaptation comes out for Flori. We might see Ike turn into a low tier, like live on this set.
It's like, if this was a first to 10, we'd figure out how the hell GP does this. But
Yeah.
you never know. But okay, here we go. Big damage. Oh, just really good space in there. Catching, and that's even more our centimeter gone. Even percent.
So
for
close to
now. The DI a little bit suspect, maybe.
Okay, we're going to get the ledge trap as well, going for the forward there, not quite hitting the grab as well, but just getting that ether out, hoping for the ledge trap, or the juggle rather. Let's see. Okay.
All right. It's a last hit situation. Oh, okay, hang on. The max rage. Okay, Flori on the board.
Jump scare back here from Flori. I mean, she takes that game and deserved as well. She fought hard and she took some nice stocks. It was looking really grim in the beginning. I said she had a mountain to climb, and she's getting up there. She's
one step.
starting her, yeah.
We're one step up. That one game.
1 foot in front of the other, and we're getting somewhere. The summit is not too far away as we get that game won. 2-1 currently to GP. Let's see if he can close that out, or if Flori's much more clutch than we imagined.
Yeah, I gotta say, I feel like if I'm Flori, I want this. Obviously, you want to be taking the game, but I think the set swings in her favor the longer the longer things go on, basically, because it genuinely feels like Flori's just trying to figure out. She's in the lab in real time. Like, how the hell does I work? Like, when can I punish this move?
For sure.
But she's getting there. And again, it was a last hit. That one, it was like 142% the max rage.
And we saw edge guards coming out. That's
yeah.
2 edge guards. That's what closed out the last 2 stocks from GP. That's so big from the side of Flori, but the ledge trapping from GP is still as strong as ever. Going for the eruption, but Flori is very smart to send out the AHA and just kind of interrupt it.
Oh, yeah, you're not taking that.
Dying off the bottom to eruption is crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of wild. But yeah, a good start here from GP. Again, that experience, he's not going to be phased. He's been in this situation before.
Oh yeah, you're 100% right, Moke. And let's see, we get these combos. They keep going. An entire stock up. We're lapping Flori right now, and that's so demotivating. After last game, you thought, maybe I can do this, and then suddenly, it's looking so grim in this game 4.
Yeah, it does feel like a little bit of momentum's building here for Flori, but it just could be a little bit too little too late. Again, really nice high recovery from GP, but gets caught out.
Yeah, GP always want to land with a forward air on air while ledge trapping, and Flori calling it out with the counter. Good stuff. The blue man is gone though, so let's see if we can continue taking this stock even without him. As our sense slowly building, but we're still a far.
Oh, nice,
away.
okay.
Nice stuff.
All right, Flori here, signs of life. Again, I thought the start of this game was looking a little bit rough as well, but there were moments here. Okay, back air.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, see Flori not just backing off, respecting the up B that time, yeah.
A lot of good adaptation here from Flori. I think she's learning this matchup live as we see it unraveling.
All right, but GP, of course.
She's playing a bit more passive too. This is not the Joker we were expecting. I like that from Flori as well, knowing when to like stay back and shoot the gun, saying you have to approach me. I don't want to approach you.
Yeah, maybe the DI just about good enough there. Living, the recovery. Ooh, 155. Flori kind of scrapping in the corner here, but GP gets the nair, finishes it up.
The nice one frame from the side of GP. It's nice. It's like when Flori's playing more passive, it's like she's saying, okay, I dare you, land on me with nair. I know what you're going to do, right? And like we said, Ike mains only want one thing. And
it's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
All right, of course, another Regen from ledge, drifting in this time, getting the full hit. Okay, Arsene's here. Falls for the bait again. That counter so active. Here's the back air.
I like the counter still, just keeping the ledge trap going. The nair. Oh my god, they're scrapping! The scrambles in that situation is so scary. We got the counter once again, and GP keeps landing with these arrows, but that time. Shades of game 2 here with that ending, but still hanging on with 105% on. It's not too bad if we're able to close the stock out, but there, it's stale, so he might not kill, and he doesn't.
I just see GP in the player cam. Why does dash tag not work, man? But Smash does.
Okay, imagine it was sour. Doesn't Upload have this weird hitbox?
Yeah, the back.
I hope so. But nice stuff from GP, taking that set, and we see
England, Vindaloo, No. Good work, GP.
And the man who has his own logo on the stream definitely deserves a little cheer from the crowd as well. We have a nice 3-1 from GP, and he moves on in the bracket, definitely able to make moves. He used to be like top 10 in England or something.
Yeah, he's been
so he
PR
can
before,
definitely still play with the big boys, right?
Yeah. Again, I think sometimes, especially on big stages like this, I think the Team Regen guys are doing such a great job because there's this very menacing walk up to the main stage. You're basically in the center of the stage. You walk up the staircase, and you realize, it's big time. It's these are the big leagues now.
Yeah.
And GP has been there before. Like he's been on the big stages, been on the small stages, everywhere in between. But Flori, I don't know, maybe a little bit of an experience there. I think genuinely, if that goes like as a 1st to 10, you might see it go a bit closer.
Oh yeah.
Because you genuinely did see Flori like learn in real time what the matchup was going to be like.
Yeah.
And again, we thought Flori stylistically is going to be like the more sort of buttonsy run in, like try and like play like a sort of scrappy game. But because Ike is so safe in terms of like you do the nair, you land on the shield, and it's like you can't grab it, you can't whiff punish it. It's hard to whiff